السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا
إله إلا الله اللهم بارك دعوات التامة صراط القائمة محمد المصير. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا حبيبنا محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا. أما بعد. My brothers and sisters, I hope and I pray that you're well. And I hope you have made the best of the half term, especially with the children at home. Half term is coming to an end for most of the children. After this weekend, they'll be back to school. Often I wonder how you teach your children during the half term and how much time you spend with them. Whether you, as parents and as children who are listening to me, actually use your time effectively. It's okay to relax, recover from hard work at school. I understand all of that. Parents also have a duty and responsibility to teach our children important priorities in their lives. So brothers and sisters, with this in mind, half term is nearly gone. Let me hopefully inspire you with some thoughts. There was a tabi'een. Tabi'een are those who came after the companions of the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had companions with him who were Muslims. They're known as Sahaba. Those who came after the death of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw the companions and were Muslims are known as Tabi'een. There was a Tabi'een, a famous Tabi'een, who was always happy. And everybody wanted to know why he was so happy. You understand? He was always happy. So people wanted to know why he was so happy. I know some people think, you being a good Muslim, that means you can't be happy. It's not true. That is not true. A good Muslim naturally should always be happy. Happiness isn't what phone you carry. Happiness isn't what shoes you wear. Happiness isn't what hoodie you wear, or what label tracksuit bottom you can show to your friends. That's not happiness. Happiness is something else. So this tabi'in was asked, why are you always happy? And he said, there are 4 reasons why I'm always happy. There are 4 reasons why I'm always happy. And I'm going to expand on those 4 reasons today, inshallah. Reason number 1, I am happy that Allah is my provider. He is Ar-Razzaq. Every day when I leave home and I come back home after having worked whole day, I have no problems. I know I've worked very hard and Allah has provided me my sustenance. Just like every morning, birds would leave their nest looking for food, very hungry. But by the time they get back in the evening, they would have been fed. They would have found their food. In fact, if they had chicks, they would have brought food for their babies too. So the tabi'in is saying, I'm always happy because I know Allah will provide me no matter what happens. But there is a condition. The condition is, I have to work hard. Allah is not going to provide me anything if I'm sitting on my backside doing nothing and being lazy. If all I do is play games on my game console, on my television, on my computer, if I am always playing on my phone, if I'm wasting my time and wasting my days and wasting my most youthful time, most beneficial time, which is now as young people, if I waste it, Allah is not going to feed me. Allah is not going to feed you. But if I work hard, Allah will feed me. Allah will definitely guarantee He will feed me, just like He feeds all the animals out in the open. Did you know, people, that those people who chase money, they get very little money. If you're running behind money, you don't get any money in life. If you stop chasing money, but work hard and have tawakkul on Allah, money will chase you. Often, those who are rich, they have to find ways of protecting their money. Firstly, they have to protect their money from the government by finding clever ways of tax, put money away in tax havens, in foreign countries, in offshore bank accounts, find an expensive accountant who can save them on all their income taxes and all the rest of the stuff. They have to find a bank that will not go bankrupt and will be secure. They have to put money in their locker. They have to get a house that has got alarm system, iron gates, locks, security cameras, security guards outside. When they go outside, when they're driving their expensive cars, they have to be mindful of the cars that they're driving 24 hours a day. If somebody's going to scratch my car, what a miserable life. They have money, but they can't live money. They can't enjoy life because they're constantly chasing money. That is not happiness, people. That is not happiness. That is misery. That is misery. That's a curse. Don't chase money. If you chase money, you'll be stung. If you chase money, you'll be disappointed. But if you have tawakkul on Allah and work hard, Allah will provide for you. Remember, I'll have to work hard. Nobody has ever become successful in life by being lazy. Nobody has ever been successful in life by being lazy. Nobody. Even the greatest footballers on this earth, they have to. I was telling my son when he was 9, he said he wants to become a footballer. I said, why? Because he's got a lot of money, he said. Footballers get a lot of money. I said, yes, they get a lot of money. Do you know how many hours a day they have to train? 12, 13 hours a day they have to train in the field, playing football day in and day out. It's absolutely body shattering. Most footballers can't continue their career any more than the age of 40 perhaps. It ends quickly because they have worked very hard. Nothing comes for free. So this tabi'in said, I'm happy because I don't chase money. I'm happy because I don't waste my time looking for money. I know Allah will provide for me. I work hard. Remember the reason. Work hard and be happy. Don't chase money. Did you understand that? Work hard, have tawakkul on Allah, and be happy. Reason number 2. Second reason why this tabi'in was happy is because he said, I know I have to work, I have to do all my work myself. In other words, I've got to do my salah, I've got to do my prayers. I've got to pay my zakat. I've got to do my fasting. I've got to do good work. I've got to give charity. I've got to look after my parents. I've got to look after my neighbors. I've got to keep my house clean. I've got to do tidying up. I've got to clean up my own mess. I have to do what I have to do. Because I have to do what I have to do and I do them well, I'm happy. Easy. If you do your prayers on time, you don't feel guilty. You do your zakat, you don't feel guilty. You don't lie, you don't feel guilty. You don't backbite, you don't feel guilty. You don't do things that are wrong, you do things that are right, and you feel happy about it. And so the tabi'een is saying, I do my work, and I know my mother can't pray for me. Can my mother do my salah? Can my father do my zakat? Can my son do my fasting? No. I've got to do them myself. It's like somebody said to me the other day, I've got very bad stomachache. Could you take some tablets? Huh? You got stomachache and you need to take tablets. You want to go to Jannah? You want your mum to pray for you? You want to go to Jannah? You want your dad to pray for you? You want to be successful? You want somebody else to work for you? It doesn't work. If you want to be successful, you've got to do yourself what you're supposed to do. Do your duties the way you're supposed to do them. Pray 5 times a day. How long does it take? 5 minutes each time. 25 minutes. Maximum half an hour for your 5 daily prayers. For half an hour out of 24 hours. 24 hours, 23.5 hours left for you to do what you like. Give some money from your charity, from your pocket, 2.5%. Look at it this way. £100, you only give £2.50 in charity, in zakat. How much left? 97.50 pence left in your pocket to do what you like. 97 pounds and 50 pence left in your pocket to what you like. And yet Muslims find it difficult to give zakat and sadaqat. They don't look at it the other way around. How much do you have left in your pocket? So much. Do what you're supposed to do. So Tabi'in said, I pray, I give my zakat, I give my sadaqat, I do my siyam, I do my charity, I look after my parents, I look after my kids, I look after my wife, I look after my neighbors, I keep my area clean and happy. Alhamdulillah, I'm happy. Do you understand? For you to be happy, you got to do what you got to do. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Number 3, this is a difficult one. He said, I'm happy because I know death will come to me without announcement. Death is not going to knock on my door saying, hey, I'm outside, open the door, I'm here to take your life. Have you ever heard of this? Death comes to anybody with an appointment? Does death before coming sends you a text message, WhatsApp message, a message on your social media, makes an announcement, hey, I'm coming. Does death do that? No, death comes without even announcement. Never. Never has it made an announcement to any human being before it came, except the prophets, when Allah has given the prophets that privilege, that the Malakul Maut would come to the prophet and say, Allah has asked me as the Malakul Maut to take your life. Are you ready? And all the prophets said, of course we are ready. We are ready to meet our Lord. As a prophet. You're not the prophet, you're human. Prophets were human, but they had an extraordinary privilege from Allah because they received wahi. So death will come to everybody without a prior announcement. It will never tell you I'm coming. So the Tabi'een said, I'm always ready to die because I know it will come unannounced. When you're always ready to die, you're always happy. There is nothing to be worried about. One of my teachers, he was giving a lecture. After he had given the lecture, he went and sat down on the sofa. He took a cup of tea with him to drink, and he was drinking a cup of tea and speaking to somebody else at the same time, chit-chatting. Suddenly, in the middle of drinking a cup of tea, he paused. He raised his hand, said, 1 minute, put his tea on the table and said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah, and fell and died. Look at what happened. It's like, he's a pious man, a good man. It's like Malakul Maut, the angel of death, came and said, Shaykh, it's time to go. And he said, 1 minute please. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. Just give me that few seconds to say the shahada before I die. And Allah had granted him that opportunity, so he was able to. You and I may not get that chance. Nobody ever gets a chance to say, oh, I will go back and do something better. Oh, give me a chance so I can go and pray all my prayers. Give me a chance, Malakul Maut, angel of death, so I can go and say sorry to my mother for I have not been nice to her. So I can go and say sorry to my father for I have not been nice to him. I can go and say sorry to my children that I did not look after them. I could go and say sorry to my neighbors who have upset. I can go and make up all of those wrongs that I've done against people. You will never get a chance. Allah will never give you a chance. Death will come unannounced when you're not expecting it. You're not expecting it. In fact, a true believer is always expecting death to come, because the death comes, he or she is ready. That's why he's happy. Why? Why shouldn't he be happy? He is not worried. He's not scared. He knows he will die one day. He's ready to die every day. If I was to ask you this question, are you all ready to die? Don't answer it to me. Answer it to yourself. If you think you're ready to die, alhamdulillah, you've done very well. Is that mind change? No matter what you do, we'll all die. And when we die, where do we go? In our graves, yes. Then we come in front of Allah on the Day of Judgment. And Allah will ask us questions. And those questions we have to answer. How did you spend your good time on this earth? How did you spend your money? How did you spend the good health that I gave you? How did you spend your time that Allah had given you? How did you spend? What did you do? Those will be the questions. And if you are not ready to die because you've wasted your life, you've been a loser wasting your time on constantly playing games. You've been a loser because you've been chasing money. You've been a loser because you've been selling or buying or taking drugs and being intoxicated. You have been a loser because you've been chasing your desires. You've been a loser because you have not ever prioritized your family. Well, my brothers and sisters, when that happens, too late. You can do nothing about it. Sorry, I'm calling you a loser. Literally, you are a loser. If you have lost the opportunity to make the benefit of life, you have lost. And if you have lost, you are a loser. I'm a loser if I've lost my opportunities on this life. Some people don't like the word loser because it stings. It hurts. Forgive me, I don't mean to hurt anyone. I just want to tell you the truth. The truth is, this time that you have will never come back again. You can't travel back in time. Nobody has ever done so. Nobody can go back in time. And time will not wait for you. There is no time that's waiting for you. It's constantly moving. Right now, whatever time it is, next second comes. Next second comes, time goes. So we should always be ready to die, because inevitably we'll all die. And when we die, if we are ready to die, inshallah, we'll be successful. If we are not ready to die, then you will not be successful. And you should know this. You should know this. Not arrogantly, not because I'm arrogant. No, I have yaqeen, I have conviction, faith in Allah, that Allah, you take me whenever you want to take me, but I'm ready to die anytime, because I've led a good life, a clean life, a decent life. I've been a good person. I've been a good man and a good woman. I've done everything that I could in my capacity. Then what's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem to die? What's the problem for anyone to die? Ladies and gentlemen, then Tabi'een said, I am always ready to die, and therefore I'm happy. I'm always ready to die, so I'm happy. Some of you may be thinking, why should you be happy by being ready to die? Because life isn't about continuously living for the rest of your eternal time. No, there is nothing like that. Everyone will have to die. When my father died 3 years ago, my daughter was young. I remember she took me aside and she said to me, Daddy, I understand Granddad has died, but it's okay, don't be upset. And then she said to me, if Granddad doesn't die, there'll be no space for us. Allah has taken him, and Allah has made more space for the more people to come. Her young mind gave me her own consolation in the best way. If we did not die, the world will be too populated. So it's a natural way of making the world fresh every time. But for those of us who die, if we are ready, success will wait for us in the hereafter. If we are not ready, then you and I will have problems. And the fourth reason the Tabi'een said he's happy is, I'm embarrassed to sin. He said, I'm embarrassed to sin. I'm embarrassed to sin because Allah can see everything that I do. And if Allah can see everything that I do, I'm embarrassed that Allah is seeing what I'm doing. Just like you're embarrassed of doing sins in front of your parents, in front of your friends and your families. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you this question. How many of you can put your hand up and say, I have no problem sinning openly? Nobody. Everybody will have a problem sinning openly. You can't lie and say, brag, hey guys, I am a liar. You can't be a drug addict and going around telling everybody openly, hey, I'm a drug addict, I sell drugs, I kill, I murder, I have relationships outside marriage, you will be guilty and you will not be telling anybody, you'll be hiding them. If you are hiding them from other people, this tabi'in is saying, if you are hiding from other people because you're embarrassed, don't you think I should be embarrassed when Allah can see me all the time? It's not that I've been found out, Allah is watching me.